Manchester City 3, United 0. There's nothing to say. For United fans, honestly, I am beyond disappointed. Like, there's no words for this anymore. I can't even bring myself to watch this team anymore. It's so hard. It's an absolute chore to do this, man. Like, week in, week out. Since last year, the exact same shit. Amorim's come in, spent over 200 million. We said when he's come in, obviously we didn't give him the transfers that he needed. We still had some of the rubbish left over from Ten Hag. All these kind of issues that we had at the time. Now, he's had a pre-season. He's changed the players. We don't have any more rubbish from the past. A couple, but not really. Now now we need to see something. We have to see something for us to even believe. And he's not giving us no hope at all. So, the same repeated things every single week. I can blame, like, you can only blame so much. There's the manager, there's the system that he plays, then there's the personnel that he chooses, then there's individual performances as well. Now, if you guys have been watching the podcast, I've been saying things like, I back this guy. I've been saying things like, I don't blame the manager. I blame the players. Because we've changed managers, we have changed players now, but the core players, we still have some core players that have been there for a while that are now letting us down as well. Bruno being one of them. But you can only blame so much. Now, from the players' perspective, individual performances have been very poor. And I think we were all sort of like, as United fans, we were all sort of happy about the Arsenal game because we're like, we lost. But we saw something different. We saw glimpses of hope. This is going to be a better season. But now when I look back at that, I don't really see that. What I see is that game, there was a lot of individual performances that were outstanding. And for us to actually play a very good game, we need multiple players to have very, very good games. Everyone was on their game that day. And obviously we lost. But that was the best performance that we've had. And that was because all those players were at their best. Now, that's not to say that Amorim's system can work. It can work if everyone is playing so well. Now, we don't see this in any of the top teams. This system can work anywhere, bro. But when you come here and you try it at United and you try it again and again and again, like a broken clock, it's only going to be right twice a day, like they say. So there's literally no evidence as to this actually working, besides when players are in their form, basically, like just have an outstanding game. Other than that, we haven't seen this thing work. Other clubs don't need every single player on the pitch to have a great game for the system to work. The system works whether or not the player has a great game or not. That's what gets them through the game. Now for us, we don't have that. We actually don't have that. And this manager is being so stubborn and not wanting to change, as if he's been so experienced in life in his coaching career, and that now he's come to this job, he's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to back myself. I'm going to do this. Yes, back yourself. That's fantastic. But there's a certain point where you go and you look at yourself and you say, you know what? Maybe let's change something. Let's try something different. Now, he's been talking about performances of players. Let's talk about his performance as well. He has not made any changes. Whenever he changes players, it's individual players that might rotate in and out of the squad. Nothing actually major, no dramatic changes. No actual changes that say, you know what, he's clearly seeing something that's not working, so you know what, we are going to change something. There's been, even if you just go to the lineup, let's say for today's lineup, we had Mazraoui, and we had, so we had Mazraoui, and we had Sesko and Diallo. Those are the three players that have changed in their positions compared to what's been happening in the last couple of weeks. You're playing with a back three. Okay, let's just talk about his formation for a second. He wants to play with a back three, 3-4-3. No worries. You want to do that? How in the world is Shaw still playing? A guy that could not even stay fit for a full season is continuously playing year in and year out. You have Maguire on the bench, and yet you choose to put him on when we are losing because you hope that he's going to score a goal for us. How in the world does that make sense? like obvious errors in just choice of personnel. That's number one. That's the biggest thing. Ugarte has been absolutely stinky. He's been shocking for us. So bad. And he still gets to play week in, week out. And every single team just comes and dominates the shit out of our midfield. Because we've only got 2 in there. Nothing. The system itself, there's a lot of holes in it. And when you're doing it with this team, who is clearly a 4-3-3 team. If we play in a 4-3-3 formation with the players we have, my God, would actually be a serious team. But that's not something that he's ever going to do. So we can only hope that he leaves the club and then someone comes in with a different sort of mentality, someone that's flexible, someone that's adaptable. He can change to any scenario. Not like the one that we've got now. But there's so many to this, and I'm gonna go all over the place because genuinely I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end with this. It's just constant constant disappointment every single week, and I'm done. I can't bring myself to watch this every single time. It's an absolute hassle, man. City were not even the best. They weren't even the best side, and they still managed to destroy us. 3-0. If you just look at that the scoreline, you just go like, okay, they just got absolutely pumped. And City were all over them. City probably had the greatest game of their season because these guys have been shit so far as well, to be honest. But they didn't even need to play well to beat us. We're just that kind of team. Scraping through results. Last Premier League game against Burnley, scraping through. It's just a repeated thing every single week. And if anything, I think at the start of the season, I was predicting with the signings that we've made, with the coach, with this, all that kind of stuff looked nice. All these shiny toys, whatever, you know, we all liked it. And I was saying we're going to finish top 6. I thought 6th, 8th, that's what we would finish. Right now, I think we are going exactly to where we were last season at the end of the season. Straight down to 15th. Easily, without a question. If we continue this kind of form, we are going straight back down. Because the only thing that takes us out of those things, and I've realized this from the Arsenal game, is individual performances. And that has been a consistent factor for so many years at United. Whichever manager comes in, there are players who are saving them. There was Bruno, there was Rashford, there was Greenwood. So many players just come in, have a great period of form, and they save us. And it makes it look like, oh, we've got something here. We can actually do something in this league. But then again, it is what it is. We move on, and yeah, I'm not gonna watch a single game of this shit. But we are gonna look at the quick highlights from from this morning's game, and yeah, I just wanna refresh the mistakes that were happening. So let's have a look anyway.
Doku, lightning burst from Jeremy Doku, and a header from Foden is in. Manchester City's true blue gives them the lead in the derby.
Straight from free kick down.
Haaland is in and he scores, and that's the double of the lead that Manchester City craved. Erling Haaland continues his average. Give it away, Delict to Doku. Haaland's in again. Bayindir is out. Oh. Post. Bernardo Silva. Somehow the game stays at 2-0.
We were genuinely getting peppered the whole freaking time.
Dogu. Bumo, that's a great shot. What a save! Gianluigi Donnarumma with his first big impact as a Manchester City player. Haaland's going to try and get in ahead of Harry Maguire. He's inside his own half, Haaland. He can't be offside. Manchester City looking for the third goal to put this derby to bed. There's a quarter of the match remaining, but City aren't going to blow it from here. 2 goals for Erling Haaland. The derby is theirs. Many doubts dispelled. The Etihad alive once more. Foden and Haaland did the damage. Manchester City 3, Manchester United 0.
This is actually horrendous, and I don't know. I've given up. I think next we've got Chelsea. I think Chelsea or who? Let me see. Yeah, we've got Chelsea. We've got Chelsea at home. You know, there was once a time where I would be very confident because we have them at home. But you know what? It ain't gonna happen. We are definitely losing that game. 110%. We are definitely losing that game. We've been showing up against the big teams, to be honest. Not this year, anyway. End of last year and start of this year with Arsenal. But it is a common trend, but it's not something that we can rely on. Like, this team is so unpredictable that we actually have no idea what to expect the next game. I'll tell you this, there'll be 1 or 2 changes from this starting lineup and the coach would have thought he did something. And I can't wait for the people in the board, someone just to get sick of this and force this man to change something. In the press conference, he comes out saying that he's gonna stick to what he does until he feels like changing. Bro, you are destroying this club. No one has had this many losses. You need to slap out of it. Just think to yourself, no manager has been in this shithole of yours. No one has been this low. How can you not just think to yourself, okay, maybe I need to change. You need to make something work. And this is the thing nowadays. People have a very, very short amount of time to actually do anything. So managers, if you come in a month or 2 months and you haven't done shit, you're at the door. So him talking about, oh, I would love to be at United for the rest of my life, for this. Brother, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And if you don't change something soon, I'm telling you, 100%, we are gonna see this man get sacked. We will see this man get sacked, probably in the next month, if the results continue the way that they are. Anyway, that was yeah. Basically a rant, bro. I genuinely didn't have anything else to say besides just a bunch of shit. So, got that off my chest. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys disagree or have other points to make as well, let me know in the comments, because there's so much wrong with this club that I think if we have 1,000 comments, each one will be different and each one will be valid as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And until next time, take care.
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. I got the juice. You other niggas look confused. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. Watch. I got the juice. Watch. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce.